Hi everyone, it's Judy here at River City Sewing, bringing you this week's video news. Well, this week in store has been a bit of a whirlwind. We've still had lots of people coming in, picking up their machines from the show. They've been, coming and have a look at machines and getting back into sewing. A lot of visitors been coming in, which has been fabulous. It's lovely to have you all here from overseas, across the ditch and many other places as well. So thanks for calling in and saying hello. We have been doing some reshuffling again of some of the items that we have in store. So you'll see some of those clearance items now as we, strip those shelves of things that we would like to move. So if you haven't been in for a little while and you'd like a little bargain, then why not come and have a look at those clearance bins. There's fabrics in there, there's notions in there, there's some, all these different products. We just, as we see them, we'll pop them into these clearance bins. All have been, have got some discounting up to 50% off, so it's well worth the drive over to the store to have a look around. So this week has been fun because we've had lots of people picking up their machines from the show, and from the new B990 owners we've started to receive some of those machines now. So not all of our pre-orders have arrived, so we're waiting for those to come in, but very excited people picking up their machines. And we're very excited as well that we're able to help you get your new and exciting machines, and you'll be able to play to your heart's content until we get you sorted for the B990 retreat in February. Now, speaking of February, we've got the save the date for our classes launch, which is happening on the 19th, 21st and 19th, 20th and 21st of February. So you need to save those dates in your calendar. Please don't go anywhere. Don't do anything else. Make sure that you're here because we've got some fun trunk shows happening, plus lots of demos in store, as well as launching lots of different products and classes for 2025, okay, and into 2026. So it's going to be exciting few weeks, so make sure that you've got that on your calendar. We're working hard to get lots of our preparations done for that. So yes, we'll have lots of interesting new things, lots of interesting classes and workshops and 2-day events, 3-day events, all those kinds of things happening in store. So really a big change from what we've done in the past. So hopefully you will like the lineup of what we have, and you'll be coming along to have a good look at that launch in February. Okay, so make sure you put those dates in your calendar. Next week, we will start to release some of the special events where there's a 2-day event or a trunk show or all those kinds of things that is happening next year. We'll be starting to release those dates, and bookings will open periodically as we go through, as we confirm those dates. So watch the news next week as well, okay? So because we'll be releasing some of that info for you, and some of it's really super exciting, so you need to make sure you're watching. So I'm going to focus a little bit on our classes for this week. So Thursday night this week is Thursday evening patchwork, and there is spots still available there. So if you wanted to get some focus on your Christmas sewing, or just come in and have a little bit of social sewing, as well as focusing on something new and exciting, or finishing a project, or you just need a little bit of help with something, then why not come in to Ali's class on Thursday evening? There's still some spots available there. Now, Saturday Stitch Out is full, okay? So if you're not booked in and you don't get your reminder, you are definitely not in that class, all right? That's packed. We are going to be doing Shape Creator and using embroideries to make new designs in your machine, okay? So every machine has a different capability, and for those who don't quite have that capability, we'll be showing you how you can do those particular things pretty quickly and simply on your embroidery machine, so that you can expand and use some of those small designs that you may not use quite so often. So make sure that if you're looking for new and exciting ways to do embroidery, that you look for Stitch Out, Saturday Stitch Out. That happens once a month here at the store. But this week, you are not going to get a spot. All right, we are full, like we said. All of you who are in that Saturday Stitch Out class will get an email from me later today, and that way you know what to bring for that class, so that you don't have loads of things, because we'll be just doing some small stitching. So look out for those, that email that's going to come to you. Now next week, Monday morning, Monday afternoon, still spots there available. Tuesday evening, we've got Demi's dressmaking class. And then next Thursday morning, our patchwork class has a little bit of a twist to it, where we have, Ali's going to be doing, there's an option for you to do a special little project called the Hollow Star Table Runner. All right, so I'm going to give you a picture of that. Let me just change. So this little runner is quite fun, and I mean, if you want to come into the Thursday morning patchwork and just do your normal thing, that's fine. There will be, if you'd like to join in though, you will need to bring some requirements, which is on the list here, okay? And there is a ruler involved if you want to join in the fun and learn how to make this Hollow Star runner, all right? So the choice is yours. Either you do your own projects, or you need to get the materials and the ruler to do that particular Hollow Star runner, okay? So that is Thursday morning next week, all right? So there's still some spots there, so you can book yourself in and join in that fun of making that runner. It's really a fun one. The girls here have been making some in some different colorways. They've made some with just one star on their own, or some of them made a little runner as well. But if you just want to learn the technique of how to do it, so that you can either make a quilt out of using the technique, or just a table runner or a placemat, or whatever you want to do, that is a really interesting little class that shows you how to use the ruler to get them this kind of effect with the star. So why not join in there? So there's been some new product in store, but I'm going to hold that off till next week. There's been some new and exciting things come in, but we are still popping them into the system right now. So next week's going to be jam-packed, so make sure that you watch the news as we present to you some of our events, booking dates, as well as some of the new product that we have received in store. It's really a lot of fun, and I think you'll find that there's more and more interesting items that we've been finding coming in, that you'll find really, really useful and, you know, a lot of fun. Now, one product I did want to mention that we have right now is we brought in some scrim-free waddings, both in like polycotton and 100% cotton and wool. Now, these scrim-free waddings don't have any glues or any scrims or anything like that. The one requirement for these kind of scrim-free waddings is that they need to be hand washed, but if you're doing fairly dense quilting in them, then you may be able to wash your quilts on a gentle cycle with these. But because they don't have any scrim, it's beautifully bonded. There's lots of fibre in it, and it's super soft. And one of them we've actually cut, because there's no scrim and it's 100% cotton, that you could use in your bowl cozies and things like that. So we've done some small pieces of that. I think they're about 1 metre by 1.2 that we've bundled up in case you were doing those microwavable types of bowls and stuff like that. So we've got some of that pre-cut already. Some of this scrim-free wadding, we're cutting it into a 2.7 metre, like a queen size pieces, and wrapping them so that you can take it. I mean, these scrim-free waddings are actually beautiful because there's lots more fibre in it. So if you're looking for something with a little bit more loft, and you generally hand wash your quilts anyway, and you're not quilting super wide, then these could be something to have a look at, because they are just so lovely, and it's got, as we said, more fibre in, so there's more loft to them. So it may be worth having a look, and maybe just getting a piece and trying it, even if you put it in some small projects where you know they're going to be quilted well, then why not have a look? I mean, this kind of wadding is not the kind that you just do, you know, large blocks with stitch in the ditch. You do need a bit of quilting through them to hold everything in your materials. But if you're doing things like table runners and, you know, small quilts, or, you know, if you've got baby quilts where you don't want to have any glues or things like that in the quilts, and then just quilt it a little bit more densely, then that would be a good option. So why not come and have a look at those? We've got samples that you can feel and touch, but we were doing some of the 100% cotton no scrim yesterday, and it was just the most softest wadding that you could ever imagine. We've even got some bamboo no scrim as well, and it doesn't have that, if you know what I mean, like the funny irritation sort of feeling that you used to get with the old bamboo waddings. It's scrim free, so there's no glues or anything like that in there as well. So there's lots of different things we're trying here as far as the waddings, and trying something new with different combinations of, you know, your waddings, your materials. There's some new interfacings that I've got in as well, just to try to see how they look. But, you know, lots of fun things to explore, and we're always trying to make an effort to get something new, something that's you know, people are looking for right now, and just to have really good quality products here at the store. One of which is coming in is our range of Maxi Lock threads. We've decided to discontinue a lot of the, you know, the smaller reels of just the generic style overlocker threads. We are going to put in the range of Maxi Locks. We're starting with the small range straight out. They'll be coming shortly, but we will be expanding that range for all of you with your overlockers. And I know a lot of you like your Maxi Locks, as well as some of the woolly nylons and the specialty overlocker threads as well. So with the Prima coming soon, the new Baby Lock cover stitch with the decorative elements, we need to make sure that we've got some really fun threads for those. So we'll be picking up our machine soon. We're heading down to Melbourne for some training on that, so it'll be great for those of you who like decorative cover stitch. Then this new machine from Baby Lock is going to be really a lot of fun. So when we get that, we'll be able to show you as well. Now, speaking of Baby Lock, for all of you who were looking at Baby Locks at show, those offers end on the 27th of October, so you've only got a few more days left to pick those up with the bonuses with the accessories. Those of you who, I know there's been a few of you have picked up some of those show machine offers, which has been great. But if you haven't taken up any of the offers, but you're looking at a new machine, then why not come in and have a talk to us? Because there's lots of machines and special offers available now, so why not come and take a look? Well, that's all I've got for you this week. We're getting back to work now and doing some more prep for our launch for 2025. If you've got a suggestion of some of the things that you'd like to see as a workshop or as a class, or something that you'd like to do in 2025, then why not send me an email to hello@rivercitysewing.com.au, and all suggestions are considered, so we look at those. If you're in a class, why not pop a little suggestion in our suggestion box, because we really value your feedback on your classes, what you're looking for, so that we hopefully be able to cater for those kinds of things that you're looking to create both now and for 2025 and 26. So one of the other things I wanted to go through today is the booking page for your servicing, because there is quite a lot of machines already booked. So I'm going to just switch screens so you'll be able to see how to get to it and what it looks like when you get there. Okay, I know many of you have been able to see it on the website, but I just want to explain to you how it's going to work, because we've got lots of inquiries about them just recently. So on the website, you go down, and here is the machine service and repairs. So all you need to really do is click on that particular icon there, and then you'll come down and you can see that we are booked out now until at least the 26th of November. Okay, And then if you look at that, we will be closing off our service bookings on the 12th of December, simply because we will have school machines coming in and we won't have any availabilities. So, and we won't have machines here over the Christmas break. So we are looking at, you know, we've got a few opportunities left for your machine to be serviced before Christmas. So just make sure you take advantage of that and book yourself in. All you need to do is to pick a day. So if we picked the 20, say that's the next available, it'll tell me if there is a room for an embroidery machine, which we've booked there for an embroidery machine, but we do have a slot for either a sewing machine, overlocker or cover stitch machine, okay? So if you have an embroidery machine, you just need to go through those dates until you find one available, and then you can book it in, all right? So that's how the booking system works. So you just make your appointment, you book your machine in. On the day of that booking, you just bring your machine in, and we book it in as into our computer system and booking system as normal. Once your machine is here, Dylan will then work on that and then send you an SMS once it's done. Okay, so once that's all completed, then you'll get an SMS within 24 to 36 hours, or even shorter than that sometimes. We allow that 2 to 3 days, just in case he needs to get you some parts, or there's a little bit of a backlog, or there's something else happening in store. So but usually he can turn them around pretty much within that 24 to 48 hours, but we allow that 3 days, and then you've got your machine back and sewing again, which is really good. So if you haven't booked in your machine for service, then why not take a look at that? There'll be some dates that will disappear as there's some block out dates, mainly because of if Dylan's having some leave, or we've got Christmas break, or all those kinds of things, and school machines. So if you see some gaps there, it's because we won't have any availability during that time. So just make sure that you book in. It's disheartening to see people just bringing their machines in and we have to send them away. But please, if you have a friend that has a sewing machine and they're thinking about getting it serviced, can you please just let them know that if they're going to bring it over, to please book it in before they arrive. If you have trouble booking your machine in, please just call us. We can book it from our end, but we will need those bookings to be in for everything to happen. All right. So it's been working well. Everyone's been happy because they get their machines back very, very quickly, and they're not without their machines for all that amount of time, which has been really great. So thanks to everyone who's taken that on. That's all I've got for you today. So from Judy and all the team, thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you in store really soon. Don't forget, look out for next week's news, because it's going to be jam-packed, so full of information and a few of the new workshop dates and trunk show information and stuff like that, so that you can pre-book what's happening in 2025. So once again, thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye for now.